Well, that all took place yesterday. Now let's get the latest from our colleague reporter Silindelo Masikane, who's in Alex this morning. Silindelo, a very good morning. Yesterday we saw the Alex residents entering the second week of their protest action by marching to Sandton. Today, what is expected? We've had reports that the Premier of the province will be visiting the area.
Certainly so, Bradan. That is what is expected here today in Alexandra. Premier David Makhura sent out a tweet on social media a few days ago saying that his administration was one that was a responsive one and that they were not blame shifters and in fact were coming here to meet with the Alexandra Shutdown Committee in order to hear some of their grievances and see exactly what he can do to assist them following this shutdown that began last week, Bradan. So that is what we are expecting today, is that the Premier will be visiting the township.
Okay, we had reports as well earlier that the residents were today still planning to picket in parts of Alex. Is that the case? Have you found out that they'll be up and about again in the streets today as they continue their protests?
Well, what I can tell you, Bradan, is that I did speak to the shutdown committee members last night, and what they told me was that they were going to allow people to be able to go to work, for children to be able to go to school, and then start picketing at around possibly 9 a.m. this morning. So they were saying that they didn't want to infringe on anybody's right, to be able to move freely in and out of the township this morning. As you heard yesterday during their press briefing late in the afternoon at around 4 p.m., they said that they would possibly begin a shutdown around Thursday, which is when President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected in the area. So we're not quite certain whether roads will be blocked, barricaded, and so forth. But I'm going to move out of shot just to ask Linge to show you the view that we have at the moment. If you remember last week, Alex was basically burning. But if you can see right now, it is still a bit dark. You can see that it's pretty quiet. I mean, taxis are moving, people are moving up and down. We are near London Road, which is the main road that connects Alexandra to various suburbs in and around Johannesburg, like Sandton in the distance. So it is definitely calm. I mean, when we were driving up, we did see some rubble. We did see some traces of what looked like may have been burning tires overnight. But we understand that there was a cleanup operation last week after that shutdown. So I'm not too certain whether there may have been some protests late last night. But it did seem like that rubble did seem like it possibly occurred overnight. But at this stage, everything is moving, traffic is moving, people are going to work, people are going to school, but we are expecting pickets at around 9 a.m. this morning from the shutdown committee, but that remains to be seen. We are expecting the Premier, of course, in the area, and of course the allegations around the ANC possibly being responsible for the shutdown itself, of course, are circulating. The DA has of course laid charges as well against the ANC, the DA Premier candidate Sodim Simanga, and so it remains to be seen exactly what the Premier will be saying to the residents of Alexandra, realizing that of course over the past 2 decades it has been the ANC that has been in charge here in Alexandra, and we are 28 days away from that national and provincial election, and of course it's city season. The claws have definitely come out, and I think Alexandra is just an example of what we can possibly expect to see over the next month as we head into the polls, where the political parties are going to come out guns blazing to point out what they have or have not done for various communities where they govern.
Thank you very much, Silindelo Masikane, on the ground in Alex today as we continue to monitor the situation there ahead of the visit by the Provincial Premier David Makhura sometime today.